Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Total War Warhammer. And since the last time I ended the turn, and as you can see, Karl boy got attacked by Legion of Chaos, and as you can also see, we are still winning and it's a close victory, even though he has 2 champions, so many legendary units as I was worried about in the previous video. But we are still winning with auto-resolve without losing any of our units, so that is just great. And look at that, we took hardly any casualties. We'll go for treasury. And that is a really unexpected turn of events for me, because, you know, I didn't expect this to be such an easy win, honestly.
Petition, but
no, I'm not signing anything with you. So now we can actually go for Warriors of Chaos. I think should be fine. Oh yeah, and now we are losing another settlement. Maybe not losing, not yet anyway. For now it just got sacked. Pyrrhic victory, so it is as I was hoping for. We actually won with our garrison against this army over here, while I didn't expect a Pyrrhic victory. But actually we pulled this off, and from what I see we even had some backup of the dwarves over here, so that's just great. Okay, so
the Empire.
Let's see. So there are plenty of armies over here, like going for us from all the directions. So first of all, we will pay them in kind.
It is for the best.
And take the Black Rock. Decisive victory, so that's a easy win. Let's build a garrison in its place. A control providing building as well, because we expect people to be unhappy because of the corruption and all that stuff, and the climate as well. But we have to push forward, so we can't stay in one place for too long anyway. And let's see, Karl boy, can you finish him off?
Men, war calls.
And it looks like the plague is bothering Karl boy. Enemy killed in battle. Great, so his champions are dead.
Into battle.
It's still a decisive victory. That's great. So let's occupy it. Province secured. And that is just perfect. So Winter Pyre. We can get rid of this building, we already have one. And I wonder what the orcs will do.
Summon the Elector Counts. Ready.
And I think that once we deal with the Chaos forces, I mean all of the Chaos forces, we will be fine. I also don't mean to jinx it, but it's been some time since we've been invaded by the Chaos Dwarfs.
Ready to serve.
Maybe I shouldn't say it out loud, but that is what occurred to me right now. Just took another settlement of the Wintertooth.
Praise be to Sigmar.
and we are almost done with them.
Champion of the faith.
Let's build another garrison. We can leave this building for now. Another money-making building. And yeah. Most of the situation over here is under control. We will have to send Dagobert over to Trollfjord to stop the Dekesser, or whatever he is called. I also started to build a garrison, upgrading main building in the settlement a little too late, and now I'm pretty sure they will not be able to fight them off unless they like raise the Trollfjord next turn. So this will stop them for 1 turn, which will make it 2. Still, I guess it won't be, or maybe, yeah, maybe we will have enough time to build at least a garrison over there, so we'll see. Anyway, right now we have to first, I think it would be best to intercept Wulfric over here and move back to the monolith of Catan, because Sigvald will definitely join our forces with Wulfric, and we don't want to fight 2 legendary lords with 1 generic, pretty much generic lord of our own. So now we are just falling back to the monolith of Catan. Okay, and I guess this will be how the war will look on this side of the map for now, because, well, we do not have the capabilities to launch a counterattack just yet with this army over here. Once we move the Dagobert over to this side, we can deal some more damage to them, so to speak.
Who calls?
And we will go with Alexis over here and conquer 1 city at a time. So this is going to be our strategy for the nearest future. And as you can see, our income also greatly improved. One thing I prefer to, just in case, you know, build a garrison. Okay, so all of our armies did something, so right now we have some unassigned skill points to spend, like usual, at the end of each turn. We can go for this one as well, because we have the halberdiers in Karl's army.
Now.
Okay, we don't want to go for Menta because it's pretty much useless. So now we have to go for, or maybe not, scratch that. We will go for speed of our witch hunter.
By the comet.
And we have no other choice than to go for boost income, even though, as I said in the previous video, I really do not like this perk because it mixes things up. And what about these? Mighty Forge. No, we don't want that. But we'll go for this one, Pistol Corps. And for this guy, in the future we will go for, obviously, Logistician.
To the provinces.
yeah, we'll do the same for this lord. So, yeah. And I think this will be all for this turn, because it says that we have something to build here, but it's just a free slot. We could actually build something over here like this, but I wanted to go for this building over here, but we do not have 9,000 gold, and for a longer period of time we will not have it, because we will, you know, put most of our money into constructing extra armies, especially now that we have units,
Friends
well,
of the
the
Empire,
tanks,
come.
so we can now recruit tanks, which took us longer than it should, and they actually raised it, so it works a little to our advantage, because it gives us time to get there, actually, believe it or not. So Dagobert, you need to move there, and you need to move there fast. And if you went like, okay, so if you travel by the sea, it takes a little less time.
What orders?
And on the other hand, I could also try and save this settlement, the monolith of Bjorki Bloody Hand, with this army. But I would have to choose now. Either I want to go there and save this settlement from being taken by the enemy, or if I should try and finish off the Winter Tooth once and for all, because I don't expect them to actually have any more territories anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this is their last settlement, so where are they? Okay, they are here. So
Madness! No!
I'm really not sure which decision I should make, but I think now
Protector of the weak.
this settlement here is pretty strong,
You know nothing!
and Salzemund and Ditterschaffen, as well as Norden, are doing pretty well now, so maybe they will also be able to stop pretty cheap army, because with 860 gold he won't be able to create much of an army.
Ordered to serve.
So yeah, we'll go to save this settlement. It's way more precious to us than this settlement over here, because it is in greater danger.
I will marshal the men.
Okay, and
Raise Sigma.
we have to go there
Got the
now
pace? No.
to save.
Scum. Yes.
No!
Just look at that, how many forces they have, and there are still Chaos Dwarves coming.
Beyond your comprehension.
Oh my god, this is turning terrible. It looks like I could probably made a grave mistake by attacking this this tribe over there.
So, what does the Emperor bid?
But we'll see. We are actually doing something
The
anyway.
nation calls.
What about you guys? Will Karl boy be
I
able
am
to
Prince
actually
and
beat you?
Emperor.
Like straight away?
No, scum.
He could be able to,
Bring me to my men.
but I don't want to lose any of my
Summon
forces.
the Elector Counts.
Let's see, let's try. We can always fall back, and it's a decisive victory, even though the balance of power was pretty even, but it looks like there's no point in paying attention to that, because
I am Franz. They will obey.
what matters the most is the
name
actual
of
power
Magnus.
of the army, not its numbers. And because of that we just kick some of the chaotic butts again, we are able to build a garrison over here. Some extra money is always welcome. What else? And can we like spend this money somewhere else? Like, oh yeah, money making buildings. Most definitely welcomed. And garrison here would be a wise choice, I think. As well as over here, but we have too little money to do that. But we could try and sign some barter agreement. Well, with Stirland, for example. So what happened that Stirland is here back again? I guess the province rebelled against the clan Angret, and they, well, got revived.
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
Okay. And we want to milk you out of as much money as we possibly can. Okay, so that is too much for you. So what about 1700? Too little for us. Okay.
So be it.
Look, just look how many trading partners we have. It's 10, 14 trade partners. That's just great. And imagine how much of the income they provide. 6,000 gold of income. That's just really great. And also risky for our economy, you know. But because of that we were able to start building the garrison again. And I think that probably in the next turn I'll start constructing another army. We need to spam those, you know, because our enemies do too. So
I command here.
fight fire with fire, as they say.
Ready. The Empire.
Okay, and that will be all for this turn, I think. We can skip that. There's nothing interesting to be built for 800 gold, so let's just move forward. And I'm really worried that two of the chaotic armies will join their forces and attack our
Greetings from Sigma.
army to the north. Military alliance for 8,000 gold. With such a powerful state as yours, I'm more than willing to actually agree on that. So it's a valiant defeat. So looks like our garrison got attacked again. So we need to move. Okay, it's a decisive defeat, so it looks like I jinxed it, and the Chaos Dwarfs are here again. So one of our settlements is being besieged. And it's
Yes,
the
my lord.
one I expected
This
to be,
will
but
bolster
I
the nation.
thought they will just join the forces. And it's a Sigvald. Didn't we just like defeat him in one of the previous battles? Doesn't really matter. What matters is, okay, we need to replenish as much of our forces as we possibly can.
What
Is
does
that
the
he
Emperor
actually
bid?
attacked us again, so can recruit those guys straight away. And what other units do we need? We need halberdiers, 2 units of the halberdiers at least. Demigryphs. And 1 extra unit, let's say, of the Great Swordsman. Or maybe, yeah, let's just cancel this recruitment. And we could also recruit this unit over here and this one as well. We will not have defense against anti-large. But whatever. Okay, so we'll have 1 extra unit of the halberdiers. This will be some kind of, I guess, defense against the you know. So this guy is starting to get surrounded, actually. They are coming from this direction and from this direction, and soon he will be overwhelmed,
I serve the
and we
Helden
will
Hammer.
not, we can't allow that. And in the meantime, Russell again got, of course, sacked by the Chaos Dwarfs. So right now we are, let's say, let's recruit this guy.
Ready.
And let's see. First of all, 2 steam tanks should be enough, I think. 2 rocket batteries. 2 units of Demigryph Knights. Can we... okay, we can't recruit any like important or whatever units, legendary units. So let's recruit 4 units, 5 units of the handgunners, 2 units of halberdiers, and we'll see in the future who else. Well, at least 5 more units of the Great
The
Swordsman.
nation calls.
And I think our army will be ready then in like 5 turns. It should be ready. And I don't think there is any point in repairing the main building in Gorso. And as you can see, the armies coming through the portal are getting stronger and stronger every time, so we really need to deal with them as soon as possible. But we also need to keep our momentum and
I will marshal the men.
deal with the Norscan tribes over here. Let's see if we can sign a peace treaty with the decadent host.
The arrogance of the Empire.
Well,
is
the
legendary.
odds are higher than they were before. And it looks like it was actually a pretty bad idea to attack this tribe, because I haven't seen them do a single thing like war-wise.
Praise
They are just
Sigmar.
sitting in their settlements. They're probably too poor to recruit any kind of army. Even more so to upkeep it.
Bring me to my men. Yes, to unite the provinces.
And because of this terrible the terrible climate, our forces are being replenished really slow, so that is also a great downside of fighting on the Norscan or chaos wastelands battlefields. But we'll see if we can actually make it. We are fighting on many fronts now, which is not the best idea.
Who calls?
Yeah, we know he didn't move.
Marshal the men. It is time.
Okay, some extra. Oh, scratch that. We want you to have some more replenishment capabilities. Okay, and now for this champion over here, we can start investing in his battle capabilities. So let's just end this turn. So our ally got attacked by the poxmakers of Nurgle, which are somewhere around there. So I guess I can enter war on their side, since they are pretty far away, and I really hope the Karakadran will actually be able to deal with them on their own. I don't want to defend
Be at
my
peace, for that is all I
southern
ever want.
territories. No. I said no before, and I stand by my word. So it's a decisive defeat again, and I guess this will be yeah, it is raised. The imminent rebellion, but where is it? Okay, it was over here anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess, because there is no other settlement that we control in this province.
Absolutely not. No!
Okay, I think we need to move there, or maybe I'm not sure. And I neglected those settlements here again, which will cost us losing them probably again. We can try and move
I see no other option.
Karl boy over
On
there
march!
to try and bait them, hoping that they will try and attack us, and we'll see if we can actually take them on. If we can, that's great. If we can't, we'll just fall back and buy ourselves a little more time to act. Unless we can sign some kind of peace treaty. Okay, his reaction said it all. So I guess we can't. Then the war continues, and this is getting troublesome, you know. The Great War to the north with the not the Empire, but Northern tribes,
Warrior
and many of them at that.
Your word is my
Then
command.
we also have Chaos Warriors to the northern east, and the Chaos Dwarfs to the west.
So,
This is going not exactly as I hoped for and planned, but we were here before, so
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
if we dealt with the situation before, we can do that again. Decisive victory, okay. Let's hope we can. Okay, the amount of replenished units is really low, so I'm not really happy
I
about
live
that.
to serve the Emperor.
And right now we can move back to the altar of Crimson Harvest. Oh yeah, and we should continue recruiting.
Yes, my lord.
The remaining units required for this army over here. Okay, so can we? No, we can't build a garrison. I need to remember that the garrison cost is 1800.
Your word is my
Okay,
command.
like I said before, this guy over here is starting to be pretty much overwhelmed, and I think the best choice now would be to cancel the recruitment and attack either this guy, which would be, I think, the best option. But look at that, how much armies they had, or they are just spamming them all the time.
To the provinces. By Sigma's
But
right.
soon I'll get there, hopefully, with Alexis. I really hope that is true. And in the meantime, on the way there, I'm also taking some of the settlements of the Decadent Host. Look at how much money they are making, 3,000 gold. And this settlement here as well is just terrible. And we, at the same time, we still have to, like, you know, defend our coast with just a single army, soon to be more than one,
Champion of the faith.
but two to three, but still is just
Empire.
the worst. And coming back to what I was talking about, let's see. They do not have enough range, I think, to attack the Serpent Jetty. I didn't have enough range, so I doubt they will have.
Raise Sigma.
But I'm worried that they'll join 3 of their armies, like the Warriors of Chaos and the Chaos Dwarfs, and they will just overwhelm the Rupert over here.
Now,
So do we have like 2 Ruperts now? No. Anyway, we really need to figure something out, and I think attacking them is, well, it wasn't the best option, as you can see, because oh my god, we can still recruit some of the legendary units. So if I don't have enough range to attack them, I'll just assume they do not have either, so we should be fine for this turn.
Leave while you can.
I'm pretty aware that Alexis will not be able to get to the Twisted Towers next turn.
What does the Emperor
Yeah, like I said.
No, sir.
So we will have to spend 2 turns to get there. And I also hope that... Okay, so it looks like these Dark Elves condemn my war against the Legion of Chaos and the Decadent Host and the Norscan tribes. I'm really surprised.
what?
Okay, but whatever. Not this. All of our armies except this one moved, but this one has to stay in the garrison. Why do I keep choosing the diplomacy? Okay, so Winds of Magic Reserve, always welcome.
What does the Emperor bid?
Yeah, I know he didn't move. A building available. Yeah, let's go for wait a second. We could... Oh, no, it's too late, I guess,
I am Prince and Emperor.
to start building the garrisons in Fort Strogov and all those settlements. We still have some unassigned skill points, so let's spend them quickly. And end this then. Imminent Rebellion, where is it? The Monolith of Katam. Okay. No surprise there, it's being completely surrounded by the enemy forces. So now we will have to deal with 3 of their armies, the enemy armies.
Speak. I will hear you now.
And
Be warned,
it
my
is
move
as
is
I
dark.
feared. They are declaring the war on us as well, because we were fighting their friends, Norscan friends. I don't see how it could go like this. How, you know, how Dark Elves could befriend the Norscan tribes. And we are now losing everywhere. And they even took this settlement for their own. That's just terrible. And it definitely
I am
influenced
Franz. They will
our
obey, as is my right by Sigma's
income.
crown.
Let's see if we can win this battle. It's a close victory, but it is a victory, so that is just great. I'm really happy about that. So we lost 1 unit of great swordsmen, carriable great swords, and 2 units of halberdiers. But as long as we actually won, it doesn't bother me that much. The only shame is we lost Fort Stragov again. The people there must be really pissed off now. They are already on the brink of rebellion. No surprise there.
Forward, in his name, going forth.
And the amount of time that it takes
True servant of
to
Sigmar.
replenish our forces, just look at that, it's so terrible. How can I wage war if my forces are not even able to be replenished? That's just really terrible.
By Sigmar, I live to serve the Emperor. Awaiting orders.
And the worst part is that I actually have to wage war on these lands. I have no other option because they are keep coming from this direction and I just have to deal with them. And looks like a decisive defeat. Oh my god. I need to deal with the Dark Elves first before I continue onward to these lands. Which is really terrible. And I think I did a great mistake by attacking this tribe just for one settlement. Let's see if we can actually sign a peace treaty with any of them, like Nagorond. Okay, no surprise. What about the decadent host?
How very...
You are getting closer and closer to being willing to sign a peace treaty. Archaon, I guess, will never agree to sign a peace treaty with me. So, Wardwalkers.
I've little time for talk.
Okay. You are not interested in that either.
Too full for another meal. Get in my belly.
I could sign a peace treaty with Throg for now. Or maybe... Is there even a point in signing a peace treaty with a faction that is almost extinct anyway? I don't think there is. So, where are the other guys? So, Malus.
Yes. My blood is...
Why are you so antagonistic
futile.
right now? Because of what you did? Well, you basically forced my hand, and I have no other choice than to actually destroy your faction. This is going so terribly right now. And we still have 3 turns before this army over here is battle ready. Middenstag, we need to build a garrisons in all of those settlements over here as soon as possible before the Chaos Dwarfs get there. Also, next turn we will have to recolonize Fort Stragath and probably Lair of the King. So yeah, there is many things going on right now. And this guy is definitely waiting for backup, you know. But the good thing is, because those two armies here are present, there will not spawn any more of them, I think. We will have to wait and see.
You're a pretender.
So,
The nation calls.
he didn't move, we know that. Unassigned skill points. Okay. Anything. It doesn't really matter anymore, because he's like already jacked up. Every single one of them.
The nation calls.
Okay, I think we'll go for admired infantryman. Woundmaker, and that should be all for this turn, I think. So, damaged building. Oh, we can repair it because they moved away anyway. The dwarves, I mean. So let's just end this turn and see what happens.
Come.
So Aetherion is asking for some alliance again. As usual, they can't stand the power of the dark elves on their own. Who is that? Okay, so it's Alexis's army, and it looks like we are still winning, but it's a Pyrrhic victory. It's not great in the current circumstances. And the Blackrock got, fortunately, just sacked. Fortunately or not, well, it definitely decreased the main building's level. We are angering the gods. We don't care. We really need every scrap of money we have. And Frog,
Champion of the faith.
I'm not done with you, you know. I'm still going for you.
Anything for Sigmar.
But let's see first
Following Sigmar's
how far I can go.
Moving
Pretty
out.
far, so if I go here, I should be able to reach Throg next turn, I think. Okay,
To the provinces.
so they are moving in over from this side, so we should really hurry up with building a garrison over here.
You are a degenerate.
But no, with two champions the chances are really slim that we are going to stop them
Yes, my lord.
with just our garrison. But we'll see. And yeah, so
The
we
Empire.
need to go here
To the provinces.
and repair
Yes, my lord.
the buildings in here. But to do that, we need to cancel some constructions we already started. Or maybe we'll just see. And there's also another settlement to be colonized. Maybe we can work this around the other way. So some kind of let's see, trade agreement. Okay, let's balance it. Okay, what else? Quick deal. So, what are you willing to?
What do you require of Karl?
Okay. That is great. What else? Torgovan.
Not since the coming of Morga has...
Okay, never mind. I guess this is all we can do for now. But it's still better than what we had before. So we need to repair those buildings here. Oh, this was terribly high. The cost was terribly high.
What does the Emperor bid?
Okay, so we lost halberdiers and at least 2 units of halberdiers. The cavalry as well, I think. We had the cavalry, didn't we? So but we will go for Empire Knights because, you know, our economy is pretty rough right now. So we will have to do with whatever we have. Karl boy will have to wait until the next turn with the colonization. And who are these guys? They are also coming for another of my settlements. Oh my god, this is infuriating. This is truly infuriating. They keep spamming their units. So anyway, this will be all for this episode. It is longer than I predicted it to be anyway. So this will be all. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And I also hope that we will solve the problems in the next episode. So thank you for watching. See you next time.